Enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
And go. Opie and Anthony on your radio dial. So what happened to you?
Oh, what? You want to get right into it?
Oh, yeah, because
It's just, it just proves my point.
we all have a pattern.
Yeah.
And when I know you're a few minutes late,
Yeah.
no big deal, whatever. But I do know that means something happened to you on the way to work. I was thinking to myself, I think it's time for another speeding ticket, although you don't actually get the tickets. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, you know.
Or does he?
Knock
You
wood.
figured it out, people.
Knock wood. I've been lucky.
So I'm thinking, okay, he's a few minutes late, so I bet you got pulled over for something. But it wasn't a pullover, right?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was a little discussion. A little impromptu debate on the street here in the city.
But
As you might recall, yesterday, I told you a story about some woman wearing a giant Obama pin, an African-American woman who gave me like a little bump with her shoulder, didn't look at me, didn't do anything, and we had a discussion about that and how paranoid I am about the whole thing and how racist I am and how I read it wrong. Well, let me convey to you a little story that happened at 5:30 this morning that leaves nothing to the imagination about this attitude that is coming out because Obama is now our president-elect.
why is it only happening to you,
No,
though?
it's not. I'm the only one bringing it up. I'm the only one pursuing these things. I'm the only one that isn't just going to take it and sit there like a dummy.
I walked around all day yesterday. Not a hint of this.
Smiling white guy. Go ahead. Just walk around.
Not a hint of this.
Because you're blind to it. Open
Jimmy,
your eyes.
Anything happened to you yesterday?
I'm like Rowdy Roddy and They Live. I have the glasses. I have the sunglasses.
All right, what happened? I'm
I had
sorry.
a lot of nice smiles and
Sure,
back and
same
forth.
here.
Well, let me tell you about my little drive-in.
He's had 2 of these in 2 days. That's what it comes down to.
Everything was fine. I'm driving down 57th Street, and I'm between lights, so I'm driving down 57th.
At what time?
This is 5:30-ish.
So the hustle and bustle of New York City in full
Dude,
effect.
no one
Exactly.
is there.
It's like a ghost town.
But some gentleman decides to just walk in between lights, not at the crosswalk or anything, in front of my vehicle. Just comes out where I have to jam on the brakes. And now, because I had to do this, all the lights are timed. I know these lights like the back of my hand. I know how to make the lights when they're green and everything. And it doesn't even bother me that I hit the red light when it should have been green. It bothered me that this idiot walked right in between intersections in front of my vehicle. So I'm stopped I have to slow down for the light now. So I roll the window down. Now, I have no idea what this guy's ethnic background is at the time. I don't. He's bundled up because it's chilly out in the morning. He's hunched over. I don't know what he is. I just know he walked in front of my vehicle. So I went, hey, I go, cross at the intersection. People, I'm doing like 40 miles an hour here. You made me jam on the brakes. Now he looks up, and I see he's a black man. There's also 5 black youths, which I will just call thugs, walking down the street, the sidewalk on the other side of the road.
Going to their jobs like we do?
Stop making it funny.
Well, I appreciate you think I'm
Wait a
funny.
minute. Wait a minute.
That's the first time you admitted that in 10 years. Thank you.
The library's not open this early.
Yeah, really.
Exactly.
Going to their jobs at IBM, man.
They're
to say?
a gang of youths are walking down the street.
Did you say it right?
Youths.
Yeah.
Are walking down the sidewalk. And they're to my left. You know, I'm on the driver's side. Obviously, I'm driving. They're on my left on the sidewalk, walking the opposite direction that I'm going. But they hear me yelling this at the guy, like, what are you walking in front of me? I didn't use any racial epithets. I didn't bring the guy that crossed in front of me, his race. I didn't bring that into question or anything.
I know why.
Why?
Because you were outnumbered.
No, I didn't even see the 5 black guys youths, thugs walking down the sidewalk.
And you didn't know what race this guy was because he was just a blur.
I didn't know. It was just some idiot walking in front of my car. I'd have yelled at anybody. I've done it in the past. People that have driven with me have seen me do this. Whether it's a cab driver doing something stupid, a pedestrian, tourists, I will yell. If a tourist is standing in the crosswalk in a lane and I'm making a turn and he's blocking me, map, hey, idiot, it's New York City. Get on the sidewalk. You know, I'll say this. But,
Sure.
But this guy crossed in front of my vehicle. I start bitching him out. Well, these youths, I guess, decide they're going to come to this guy's defense. And what a great point one of them brought up as he yelled to me, Obama President Naah.
Like that?
Obama President Naah. First of all, in January, not Naah. President Bush is still the president Naah. So, in January, then you could say Naah. So he goes, Obama President Naah. And then they all stop and turn to look at me. And I just turned around and lost my effing mind. Without dropping any big bombs, I just said, shut the F up. You know what you still are. That's what I said. You know what you still are.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm not taking this crap.
You're up.
I'm not taking this crap from this stupid group of effing jerk offs that think they got some kind of a friggin' something over me because they think Obama President Naah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That
boy.
this idiot can just now walk in front of my vehicle with impunity.
Yeah.
I yell at him for making a bonehead move, and now I'm getting yelled at by people that had nothing to do with this, by the way. Nothing to do with it. I didn't say anything first. They brought in the racial angle first, that Obama President Naah, so this idiot can walk in front of my car now because he's black, and they could now comment on me about that.
I think they were just trying to bond with you.
So he
there's
bond with
there's an
me.
excitement in this country.
He did,
right
because
now.
then they all turned around, and one of them, the guy that started mouthing off, he starts walking toward my vehicle on the sidewalk, slow. And he's looking at the sidewalk and kicking at stuff, like he's trying to find something to throw at me. Because that's what you do. You pick stuff up and you throw it, don't you? That's what you do.
You're a high-profile radio host.
Dude, I can't take this anymore. I can't take it.
I'm scared that my friend, who I love, is going to get himself killed.
What? So be it. Martyr me, dummies.
Anthony.
Martyr me! Avenge me, boys! Avenge me! Red Dawn.
So he's walking towards the truck,
Yeah.
kicking
I
stuff.
love the Anthony Hannity show. Hey, Louie, New York.
Uh-oh.
You're gone.
Oh, what
I'm
the hell?
I'm bouncing you right out of the goddamn room. I'm not joking. Bye, Louie.
Louie Beans.
Louie's gone. I don't care if people know him. I don't care. Why'd you kick Louie out? Here we go. Admin console, Louie NY, banned selected user. Now you won't even come back after a few days. Gone!
Could you at least take your coat off today?
Ooh, it's getting warm
Yeah,
in
all right.
here.
There you go. At least take off your big puffy
My
coat.
coat off, my headphones are all getting discombobulated. So
So you can't handle this crap.
So he's starting to walk toward the car.
Yeah.
And now he's yelling things at me.
Sure.
About my racial background or what he thinks it is because it's just white. So cracker is coming out.
He yelled cracker.
Yeah. He called me
That's not good.
Peckerwood. He said cracker. And just wait. Obama President Naah. And I just started yelling out some similarities between his actions and some other things' actions that were very, very similar at that moment. Because he was looking to throw something at my vehicle. And he was getting riled. I was really pissed. Now I'm yelling out the window at him.
Were you yelling the good stuff?
No, I never dropped the hydrogen bomb.
No.
I dropped a few bunker busters.
Yeah.
But not the hydrogen bomb. And that's because I was being nice because it is public, and perhaps there would have been somebody else on the street that may have been offended by that language. So I kept that to a minimum.
Is that the reason, or is the real reason the light was still red?
Oh, that light was red. I was slow rolling towards it too, and I'm looking both ways, going, "I'm gonna blow this light if these mother effers start running toward me. This light means nothing." So he's looking for something to throw.
Yeah.
So the light turned green. I start rolling away, going, "Ha ha! I'm gone. Ha ha! Green light. I get to leave." I went ha ha at him and threw a few more lines.
But
that
you're too old to be doing ha ha's.
No, I'm not.
You kind of are.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because I knew it bugged the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Obama President Naah.
But it's now.
That's what I had to hear.
Why would they say it that way? It's now.
Why?
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Oh.
Don't ask me. I was able to translate in my own head what it meant.
Yeah.
But that annoyed me. And this is what we're dealing with.
2 days in a row.
Actually, not 2 days in a row. I conveyed the story yesterday from the weekend.
All right, so you got a day off from from your race war that
from
you're
this
fighting
race
with
war,
yourself.
this verbal race war that's going on. Well, let me tell you something. More and more circumstances like this are popping up, and don't try to BS me or lull yourself into this false sense of security that this is not happening. It is. I'm seeing it. I did not start this. No one knew who I was. I'm driving. This guy steps in front of my vehicle. A guy, I don't know who he is. I just see him as a guy in front of my vehicle. I start yelling at him for making me jam on the brakes on 57th like that, make me miss my light. And then a group of thugs start taunting me that Obama President Naah, and I can't comment that this idiot is walking in front of my vehicle because of that. That's what the president's going to do for you? Now you can walk in front of white people's cars, apparently, with impunity. And we're supposed to jam on the brakes and stop and just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry." And then take the abuse from the sidewalk, from thugs at 5:30 in the morning on the sidewalk. Sorry, we're picking slim this morning. Not enough people to whack over their head with a cobblestone and rob. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Ugh. It's just going to get worse.
This is the most fun I've ever had
It's
with family.
just going to get worse, people.
The unraveling is the best ever.
Oh, yeah.
Can we take your
Watch.
temperature and your blood pressure today?
No, I'm fine. I keep,
all right?
I keep things to a minimum. I get very agitated, but I've learned to just blow it off.
You need a baby aspirin or something?
No, I'm fine.
Why are they going after you? Like
They're not,
I haven't
dude.
seen this.
Dude, they're not just going after me.
And
You
after
just haven't
yesterday,
you just haven't been hit by this yet. You will be.
I walked home. It's a long walk. It's about 1.5 miles, and I ran into a bunch of people. And I was looking around because you told me to.
No confrontation.
And so far, I have nothing to report.
It's okay. You know what? It's a big city. There's a lot of fine, upstanding people in this city.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Yeah.
But you will start noticing that if you have any type of conflict, you've had conflicts with taxi drivers and stuff like that in the past.
Oh yeah.
You've had conflicts with people on the skateboard, the rollerblading trip home in the summers. You've had problems like that, and you've had open arguments and discussions in the street. Wait till you get into one of those with somebody that maybe is sympathetic to another group of people that are standing by. You will absolutely be bitched out and perhaps beaten down.
I've only punched one taxi driver through the little square hole when you're sitting in the back seat.
Yeah.
I slammed a taxi door into a guy who stole my cab once, or stole the cab from my girl. I went old school mafia on that guy, slamming the door into his leg over and over again until he was able to lock the door. And then I beat up the cab as it was still at the red light. I did beat up a toll booth once because the lady behind the toll booth wouldn't do the right thing and give me a ticket in time for me to catch a train.
Well, you haven't
So I
had
started
any of
punching
these
the
yet.
toll booth.
You haven't had any of these since Obama President Naah.
Nah, it's always
but
been.
now, since Obama President Naah, you'll notice.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to you.
All right, I'm going to
there
look around
is-
again today.
There is a change that I don't think he meant to happen. And I don't think, and these Obama President Naah, don't believe me. I believe me. I don't have any delusions. Obama, these are Obama's worst enemies. They don't want. Obama does not want guys like this using his name as a defense against anything.
Why would he yell that? That wasn't pertinent to the discussion.
It certainly wasn't. I was discussing a man crossing in front of my vehicle where I had to jam on the brakes and miss my light. Lights are timed in this city very precisely. I know exactly how they work. I know the speed I have to do to get through them, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going the normal speed, and I'm getting it, and there's the green light, and now I got to jam on the brakes because this idiot decided he wasn't going to cross at the crosswalk. He was going to cross in the middle street, which is fine when there's no traffic coming, and it's 5:30 in the morning. I was the only car on the road. You could cross after I'm done. After I pass by, cross, whatever.
Well, let's go to the phones, Anthony. I'm going to go right down.
You mean the packed, loaded phones?
Right. Let's say hi to Psycho Bob in Baltimore. Psycho Bob.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Bob.
Mr. Hollywood. Hey, that's the next T-shirt you guys got to make. All right, on one side it says Obama, President Naah, and on the other side it says, which way is north? Punching out.
Yeah. We should get Obama, President Naah.
President Naah.
T-shirts, that'd be good.
Nah.
You should have yelled back, sir, who's in the White House is not pertinent to this discussion.
Yes. And in the office, it was pointed out to me by Travis that perhaps they were just informing me who had won the election. Like perhaps they thought maybe I didn't know, and they were helping. So I suggested that maybe I go back, get out of my vehicle, go in the middle of them, and say, I do apologize. I thought you were being racist towards me. But I now understand you were just trying to, ow! 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 Help me!
Let's go to Eric in New Jersey. Eric.
Good morning, boys. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
What's up, Eric?
Anthony, I just wanted to thank and congratulate you for using your medium to bring this to people's attention. I think it's
every
what's
day.
happening.
Yes, sir. I can only thank God, thank the Lord, that He has given me a forum where I can expose these people for what is going on in this country right now since Obama's President Naah. There is an attitude going on that people can just do things without any repercussions because Obama President Naah.
Nah. Got to say that all day now.
Oh, well, Obama President Naah.
Mark in Jersey, what's up?
These guys had nothing to do with what happened to me between me and a pedestrian. Race was not involved. Race was not involved. This was person A crossing in front of vehicle B, driven by person C.
Why didn't you invite them to the show so we could have a little discussion?
Yeah, why did maybe he might have
what's
yelled
wrong with you?
If McCain won, he might have yelled the same thing. McCain, President Naah. Hey, B.
You know something? I would bet the lives of my entire family that would not have happened.
You'd also bet them on a hand of poker.
Well, what's the hand?
What are you telling me? What do I got in the pocket?
Am I looking for a straight?
Right.
Am I fishing? Or pocket aces? What do I got? What's the flop look like?
Knowing you, it would be a 2-8 offsuit.
Well, sometimes that
I'm all in.
Good.
Mark in Jersey, what's going on? No,
Morning, boys.
Oh, they're not.
Hey,
offsuit.
man.
Yes.
Anthony, I totally feel your pain. I'm a repo man in Newark.
Yeah.
I repoed this gentleman's car the other night.
Yes.
And he told me, Mother effer, this is going to be one of the last repos you ever do. Obama's in office. This SH is going to stop.
Yeah, there's this thing, and it's not even, I don't want to use the word entitlement because it's not an entitlement issue. There's an attitude going on. It's this, okay, it's our time, so all this crap that they considered oppression is going to stop. But the fact of the matter is, this wasn't oppression. This is living within the boundaries of a civilized society, paying attention to laws and rules and regulations. And for some reason, when you were penalized for that, it was racism. I don't know why. When you commit some kind of crime or you act stupid and you get called out for it, it was always considered racism. Now, Obama President Naah. So this doesn't matter anymore.
But these people are going to be so disappointed. We
No,
talk
they're
about
not. This isn't what I'm talking about. This is what transcends what you were saying.
Oh, right now, I understand that. but when Obama gets in there and they realize it's business as usual, except it's more democratic business as usual.
That pay attention.
Well,
I'm talking these people. Do you think
for these people, hold on,
thugs walking the sidewalk?
Hold on, for these people, it's good enough that there's just a black president.
That's it.
And they don't care.
Doesn't matter
what he ends up doing.
Doesn't even matter.
That's a good point to make.
The thugs aren't going to care in 3.5 years.
Right.
Obama's
so their life doesn't
almost over. They'll still be Obama.
Their life doesn't
now.
change at all in the next 3.5, 4 years. They still feel
that now I don't care. I'm crossing in front of your vehicle. You ain't repoing my car. You know, whatever the case is.
And they'll be happy right to the end when they realize Obama's not drastically changing their lives,
Yep.
right? Okay.
I'm sick of it.
Okay.
Already.
Well, the phone's just lit. We're going to take a quick break, go right back to the phones. 877-212-0-A if you want to get in on that. I hear Jimmy's got some good news. I'm hearing things. Maybe he'll share with us after the break.
Ooh.
And some chick killed herself in front of Paula Abdul's mansion.
I know, yes.
Crazy, crazy story. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony. We got to go right back to the phones. 877-212-O&A. Let's go to Bill in Jersey. What's up, Bill?
Oh, Bill.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Well, your Devils lost last night, huh?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I wasn't having a bad morning.
I'm wearing my Islander shirt today, so a little hockey talk.
Opie's paying attention.
I certainly am, Anthony. I certainly am.
Leader a day.
Rangers beat Devils 5-2. Go ahead, Bill.
Are you just paying attention? You're just trying to get Anthony off topic.
No, I love it, actually. I really love this crap. I don't know why. I probably should be sitting him down and going, look, this isn't a good thing that you're doing.
No, it is. It's just me. Why can't I? Why the hell can't I just confront people that are being dummies to me without having this sidewalk race war happen?
Hey,
Some guy was...
that,
excuse me, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you start up, that you're going to be the one flagged the racist, you know?
Of course. Of course.
Quick story. I work for this company. We had this this black girl. She constantly showed up late, always disciplined, always in trouble. We got this new guy coming from outside, black boss. She thought her ass wasn't going to stink. She was going to be the new golden child, the whole thing. Well, he smacked her down harder than the white boss did. And, all of a sudden it wasn't racist when she claimed it was with the white boss.
Yeah, see?
All right.
There you go. And I think the Obama reaction is going to be the same thing. I hope anyway. I hope Obama really calls out people that are being stupid. And,
I think you're absolutely right that people are just taking him for his color and then not his points, and I'm sure he doesn't want any of this.
Yeah, they're using the fact that Obama President Naah to just be thugs.
Obama's young and all, but he seems like a square.
Good.
He really does seem like a square.
Well, if he hasn't had any interns by now, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, right. You think he's going to, chance that intern thing? You see Michelle Obama? You think she's going to put up with it like Hillary did? Are you kidding me?
No, I should probably shoot him. Keep up the good work, guys. Punch it out.
She'll scratch his eyes right out. Steve, New Hampshire, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
What's up, Steve?
Hey, Anthony.
Yeah.
At first I was kind of laughing at your story, and then I legitimately got very angry at what exactly happened. People are so dumb.
It got me angry too. I mean, these guys had nothing to do with the situation that I was yelling at this guy for walking in front of my vehicle. He did walk. He was slowly crossing the street right in front of me. It wasn't one of those little jogs like I can make it kind of a thing. So I called him out on it, and then, you get 5 thugs on the sidewalk decide to chime in and say Obama President Naah. So what? That means anyone of color can cross in front of white people's vehicles and hopefully not get hit. And we're supposed to jam on the brakes, even though I had the light. There wasn't even a light. I was in between lights, and he's crossing. I mean, it was despicable. It made me so goddamn angry.
All right, let's go to Tom in Illinois. Tom, how are you?
Good. What's going on, guys?
What's up, Tom?
Tom.
Hey, I'm a firefighter paramedic. I was working my part-time gig one day. It was probably a day or two after the election, and we took a little Monday girl of color
to the hospital, and we have teddy bears on the rigs. Make sure that if they're upset or scared, someone give them a teddy bear to play with.
Aw.
So I had 2 teddy bears. I had a brown one and a white one, and I gave this little black girl the white teddy bear. I pulled them both out and I gave it to her, and she looked at me like disgusted at me and goes, "I don't want no white teddy bear."
Wow.
She's 6 years old, raising a stink that I gave her a white teddy bear instead of the brown one.
But it's not a doll. It's an animal.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just
exactly, but apparently she doesn't want a white teddy bear.
Jesus.
Well, next time you'll give the brown one to the black girl, you racist.
Yeah, you're a racist.
Absolutely.
Obama president now.
All right, let's go to
Obama park ranger now.
well, let's talk to Everett in Canada. Everett?
What's up, man?
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Everett.
I just wanted to say, Anthony, you should be maybe just a little more understanding.
Yeah.
Those boys aren't very educated.
Oof. See, they're real racist in Canada. We learned this recently.
Canadians, yeah, we just
These
learned
Canadians.
that.
I love you guys.
They are really bad. You have
Have a
no
wonderful
idea.
day, Anthony.
I'm just trying to stress the point, too, because I know people jump to conclusions, especially when I start yapping, that this started out as just some guy crossing in front of me. This wasn't look at this. Yeah. As I have to watch on the news, these 2 officers that were gunned down in the city, three gentlemen that are on trial for it, just disgusts me. But anyway, I just want to make a point. This was a guy crossing in front of my car that I started yelling at, that these 5 thugs decided they had to get involved by pointing out to me who the president-elect was and how, perhaps I have a problem that this man was walking in front of my moving vehicle. Ugh.
But they didn't know you were a white guy either.
Oh, yeah, my window was down.
No, I mean the person that, was walking in front of you.
No, that's why it wasn't a... Jesus Christ. There's just things happening all over the place. Apparently in Mastic...
Is it? Oh, I got that
you
story.
got that story?
Well, Mastic is supposed to be a lovely, lovely little town, remember?
Dude.
Do we have the Mastic moment, Ben?
This there is something going on. There are tensions going on right now that we haven't seen in a while. Maybe they were there, but now they're bubbling up to the surface because Obama president Naah. And wow. Because now there's been a resurgence of KKK literature. They're looking for people that are putting KKK flyers on people's windshields. There's racial epithets being spray painted on people's cars. That's the Mastic story. There's Obama president Naah. Things happening in the streets of Manhattan. I'm being bumped by people. Apparently Kenny had a little episode. Things just happen.
Yeah. Well, we got a story out of Mastic. I wanted to turn it into a Mastic moment. That's why. I got it over here.
And now it's time for a Mastic moment. As Opie and Anthony take a glorious look at this majestic Long Island community.
Well, the Secret Service is investigating a case of racist graffiti on Long Island. Racial epithets were found scrawled all over cars in Mastic. One of those messages referred to President-elect Barack Obama. Police say it's not necessarily a hate crime, but residents describe the vandalism as hateful.
Why would you do that? If that's your business, you want to be racist, that's your business. Don't go vandalize people's vehicles and stuff.
People got to learn that we all live together. Just get along. But to write stuff like that on trucks is not cool at all.
Now, this comes just days after 7 Long Island high school students were charged with stabbing a man to death because the police say that the kids thought he looked Hispanic.
And that was a bird's eye view into the scenic town we hold close to our hearts. A Mastic moment on the Opie and Anthony Show.
A lot of crap happens in Mastic, but
it certainly does.
The news didn't want to use the word kill, I guess.
Really? Yeah, that's what it said.
There was the word "kill" was part of that, graffiti.
Yeah, the Secret Service was involved.
Yeah,
they were brought out. They questioned a bunch of people.
It was on many cars out there.
Yeah, like 3 dozen, I believe. 3 dozen cars had either racial epithets or some kind of other graffiti spray painted on their cars. That doesn't really seem like any kind of organized, movement.
Right.
It seems like some disgruntled people.
Of course. Let's say hi to Tom from the NYPD. What's up, Tom?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Pretty good, man.
Hey, this Obama story, I felt compelled to call you guys because a buddy of mine in my precinct had a car stop, and he pulled this guy who had one headlight out. And he approaches the vehicle, discovers it to be a male black. Approaches the driver, he's like, oh, let me see your license, registration, insurance card. The driver turns around and says, this crime ain't going to happen when Obama's in office, blah, blah, blah. So my buddy turns around, he's like, why, is Obama going to be a mechanic and fix your headlight? Watch out, guys.
That's a good one. He's going to fix your headlight.
Anyone who says anything about Obama to a cop is just going to get some smart-ass answer like that.
Of course they are.
Why would you say that to a cop?
Right.
The cops are full of those little jabs.
Yeah. Why did Obama register your car on time? Because you didn't.
Out of the vehicle.
You're not going to win saying that to a cop.
The NYPD is like a seasoned comic. They know how to deal with hecklers.
Oh yeah.
The seasoned comic. He's sitting up there, and you think you're going to be funny with your dumb one line, and the comic just destroys you because he's been doing this for years.
Crowd.
Yeah, the NYPD.
Know how to do the crowd work.
The same way, man.
They go for the throat relatively quickly.
Yes.
Hey, be more funny. Next thing you know, you got a nightstick in your teeth. Jesus, that was an atomic bomb.
Let's go to Gary in Kansas. Gary.
Yeah.
What's up,
What's
Gary?
up, man?
Hey, this is Gary in Kansas. I'm a member of the Aryan Brotherhood, and I'd like to tell Ant that we'd like to invite him to join.
The Aryan Brotherhood. I believe my position pretty much makes it so I can't join certain organizations. I could spout out my opinions.
Why is that? We hear what you're saying, and we all know what you're saying. We believe in what you're preaching, brother. We hear it. We all talk about it. Everybody in the Aryan Brotherhood talks about Anthony on the Opie and Anthony show. We love you, man.
We do all hear it, Anthony.
Well, Opie, as long as
Anthony,
we're hitting an audience.
What are you saying, Gary?
Sir, we look at you as kind of a leader of the Aryan Brotherhood by proxy.
Yeah.
How about that? Well, send me some literature. What can I say?
Why, how many copies of the same stuff do you need?
Certainly will.
Send me some literature. Why, you going to proofread it? This is wrong. This happened in 1933. No. He looked at 2 white women, not one.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Gary. We got to cut you off.
All right. Hey.
We got Nick DiPaolo on the line. Nick, how are you, buddy?
I'm downstairs in a lobby.
Yeah.
Come on up.
Well, they don't. The guy down here doesn't have me on the.
How did Nick not get on the list?
Well, I'll tell you how. I let my agent book this 2 weeks ago.
All right, we'll send someone down.
You knew I was coming, right?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Really?
Steve, Nick's down there.
Unbelievable.
All right, we'll go get you.
All right, thanks.
Why would we know anything?
All right.
Let's say hi to Mark and Mastic. Mark.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, man.
Racial tension has always been a thing in Mastic, but now the brothers are starting to stare us down.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. You go to the store, it's like they're watching you like you're the thief now. But, Shotgun News has a special, 10,000 rounds of .223, $199. Wow. Obama got in, I got my ammo.
All right.
Well, they are thinking about putting a 500% tax on ammo.
That's why.
A lot of things. I read so many articles about how gun stores are just packed with people buying weapons that they don't think they're going to be able to get because of the restrictions that the Democrats are going to put on them. Yeah.
Tax my gas, tax my cigarettes, tax my ammo.
And they're just saying, oh, that's ridiculous. This isn't even a priority with him. I wouldn't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving on here. The phones are just lit. Phil, New York, how are you?
Phil.
Very good. How are you?
Well, the Knicks beat the Grizzlies. I'm paying attention. I'm starting to think I might have to start following the Knicks again. I don't know.
I wouldn't waste my time. I have a hypothetical situation that could have occurred here.
Yeah.
Anthony, let's just say you had a loaded pistol in your vehicle yesterday, or rather this morning, and the boy did find a bottle to throw at your car. What would have happened?
Nothing. That isn't grounds for deadly physical force, sir.
It would if he broke the bottle on your head. Could you then?
It being thrown at me and breaking on my head doesn't show intent. It could have been a lucky shot. as far as throwing the bottle. The rules for deadly physical force, very, very strict. You really have to know what you're doing and be very up on them before you just start brandishing and firing rounds off, sir.
Are you showing responsibility?
Well, in those situations, look.
Kind of weird.
The last thing anyone wants to do is turn anything into a gunfight, for Christ's sake. The thing is, I was discussing this man's error with walking in front of my car, and then I was confronted by thugs on a sidewalk that had nothing to do with the situation. That's what upset me. It needn't have escalated into anything further than it did escalate into, which was name-calling and taunting on the street. That was it. But I'm just, like I said, I'm noticing this trend where people are using Obama as an excuse for just horrid behavior.
Let's say hi to Tom. Tom, you're on the Opie and Anthony show.
What up, fellas?
What's up?
Hey, I had a little incident at the car wash a couple of days ago. Yeah. I was washing my boat. I got a nice bass boat, and I was washing it, getting ready for the winter. And a black guy pushing a shopping carriage walked up to me. Now, I was in Brockton. You guys used to work in Boston. You know Brockton.
Brockton, yes.
And I'm like, oh, here we go. I got a pocket full of quarters. Here we go. Hey, man, now that Barack Obama president, I'm going to be able to afford me one of them boats someday. The guy's pushing a shopping carriage. You know what I mean?
he's looking for help.
Yeah, but you're not exactly using a stable example.
Really? Tom?
Yeah. I mean, really.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's go to Lauren in New York. Lauren, how are you?
Like, that's the same type of a bum that would have said, I'm having wings put on this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fly it somewhere.
Hey, well, I think these are the guys that yelled at me this morning on Channel 5.
Huh? Oh, my God.
I guess they were going to...
Yes, Lauren, go ahead.
Hi, I was driving on one of the main streets here in Rockaway, and a black lady in an X5 was pulled up next to me. I pulled down my window just to tell her back door where her child was open. She proceeded to pull down her window, yelled at me, "You damn whitey," and then threw a rock or something hard at my car.
I think people are starting to make up these stories
is going through the head.
No. The things are happening. I'll give you a little story that happened yesterday while I was pulling into the bank parking lot.
All right.
This obviously deranged man was walking very slowly in front of my vehicle. I had pulled in off the expressway service road into my bank parking lot, and I couldn't move any further now because this idiot is walking slowly in front of me. Another man went to pull behind me. Now he's stuck on the service road still because he can't pull into the parking lot the full way because I got this idiot in front of me. So I pull over as much as I can so the guy behind me can get past me. It's the concept of going around. People don't seem to understand.
Right.
Go around. It's easy. You just go around a vehicle. Know the parameters of your car and use them and fit through a spot that I left you to go around me. I'll always do that. If I have to make a left, I'll pull over as far left as I can so people can get around my right. Whatever happens, I'll leave you room to get around me if I have to stop for any reason. This guy didn't go around. So someone pulls out of a parking space. I go, oh, I'll take that spot. Deranged man, finally out of my way. I start moving. I hear bamp from behind me. Guy pulls up next to me. It's a white guy. Rolls his window down. I roll mine down. I go, excuse me? He starts saying, like, what were you doing, or you blocked me or something like that. And I go, there was someone in front of my car. I go, now I'm parking, and I left you room to go around. Do you know the concept of going around? And he tries this little move where he's taking his hands and kind of lowering them, like, relax, hey, everything's fine. Just trying to placate me.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, hey, it's okay. Meanwhile, I didn't beep. I wasn't the one that rolled the window down to have a discussion with me. I left him room to go around.
Take his advice. Everything's going to be okay.
No, he was an idiot. I will call out idiots wherever they are.
I've never actually seen somebody unravel before.
It's wonderful, isn't it, Jimmy? Take notes. It'll make a great chapter in the book.
They're also unimportant.
There are more. No, it's not unimportant.
They are.
They will not learn. Yeah, my job is to educate.
Dude, they're not going to learn anyway.
I'm educating.
You know what's great about Anthony and his stories? He probably leaves his house for a total of 20 minutes a day.
And it's just a disaster every time. You're right.
Because if you know this show, Anthony doesn't really leave his surroundings often.
I leave to get beer and go to the gun range.
Do you take a deep breath before you leave your house going, all right.
Sometimes.
This is going to be in
like, here we go again.
It's only 20 minutes, but I know something will happen.
Some idiot's going to do something stupid. Oh, please. It just is.
Yeah.
And could people, can people, here's just one more thing I got to get off my chest. Could people please pass cops on the road?
Mm-hmm.
If a cop is doing 55 on the road, the cop, first of all, here's the mindset of the police officer. Let me give you a little mindset of the cop.
All right.
Wherever he's going, unless his lights and siren on, he don't want to get there that fast. He really is not in a rush. Because it's probably somewhere he really doesn't want to be.
Right.
So when he's in his car and he's driving, he's not going to be speeding. He's just doing the speed limit. That's driving where he wants to go. If he's in the middle lane and you're in the left lane, you can pass him. You can do 58.
That would be speeding.
You can do 60.
That would be
past
speeding.
The cop.
That would be speeding.
No, he's not gonna pull you over. Don't blast by him at 80. Don't do anything like that. Don't get on his ass. But for the love of Christ, you are allowed to pass a police officer. Danny's got a comment on this one.
Just to tag on to that, can we also stop jamming on our brakes because a cop has already pulled someone over?
Oh, that is just every day.
Like, he's not going to be like, oh, forget you, I have to go after this guy.
I'm getting this one now.
Just relax.
But
I got a better fish on the line.
Those cops are all knowing. Even though they're writing a ticket, they see you speeding,
I know. Again,
and they're going to get you next.
Don't blast by him at 80. But the thing is, you're allowed to pass the cop. You know how much worse it looks when you don't pass the cop? Mm-hmm. You're just sitting there on its quarter panel, just waiting for him to leave. Move!
All right, we're going to take a break. Nick DePaolo's joining the program next. I hear he got into it with Shepard Smith on TV last night, or maybe a couple days ago. Was it last night?
Oh, yeah?
Last night? Okay, we'll talk to him about that. Paula Abdul, wow.
Yeah.
I think she woke up to like a dead body outside our house.
Yeah. One of the papers actually had the headline, this girl was suicidal. And they put idol in quotation.
Right.
And suicidal.
That's cute.
Because she was an American Idol contestant.
And what we have that other stations will not have for you today is her American Idol audition.
Oh.
She auditioned for American Idol. She made it on TV. And
I'm sure they gave her really good reviews, and she made it onto Hollywood Dog, and everything was fine.
And she was a huge Paula Abdul fan, so she decided to kill herself outside Paula Abdul's mansion. It's a wonderful story. Yes, Jimmy?
I'm heading to Rhode Island tonight for my final book signing next to Boston, so I'll be up there 6 o'clock at Borders at Providence on Providence Road. I don't know. It's not on the list.
Do you or do you not have good news for us today?
Possibly. Yeah, I'm happy.
All right. We'll talk about that as well.
How did you find out?
Kenny told me, and then told me to not tell you
He's
that I
just
do.
the worst. Just the worst.
Kenny told me the whole thing, and then he goes, but he's very excited, so make believe that I didn't tell you. He can't keep his mouth shut.
The worst.
Blabbermouth.
As soon as he said that, I'm like, of course I'm going to say something, Kenny. But make believe, okay? Because he wants to tell you himself.
What am I, retarded? I'm really irritated.
Don't be irritated.
No,
Kenny.
that he would say, don't tell. Who cares?
But everyone does that.
I know.
Everyone does that dumb thing. Well, I'm going to tell you something, but make believe I didn't tell you. It's so stupid.
Tattletale blabbermouths around.
Because everyone likes to have a little snippet of knowledge.
Look what I know that you don't.
Yeah, but now I'm going to tell you, but make believe you didn't hear it when the real person tells you.
People tell me things that they're concerned I'm going to tell other people, and I forget. Like 2 seconds after they tell me, I'm so uninterested in what they say. Don't worry, I'm not telling anybody. It's not that thrilling.
It's only a 5-minute ride, but Kenny told me the whole thing, and then it ends with, but let him tell you himself, because he's very excited.
Nothing.
You all right, Kenny?
Yeah.
Are you just? Oh, you don't know what we were just talking about? You're all confused. All right, we'll explain it to Kenny next. Opie and Anthony.
All right. Well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.